Just got a $19 3-hour cleaning from HomeGlow on their promotion for new cleanings, and I don't recommend it.
If you hate cleaning but love a good deal, HomeGlow's $19 cleaning service might sound perfect.
HomeGlow just cleaned my entire house for $19.
Let's see about that.
I'm in my 50s now, and I don't have a lot of energy to clean. This company came in, they did my dishes, they did my laundry, they even cleaned the litter box.
Should we thought all that was going to be done by one person in 3 hours? That is unbelievable. They're so delusional.
Tina.org took a closer look and found that the $19 rate only applies to the first cleaning and is ideal for one-bed, one-bath homes according to HomeGlow's website. Costs go up for larger homes. But the bigger issue is that taking advantage of the discount enrolls you in a 6-month Forever Clean membership at $49 per month, something the ads don't tell you. Now, what if you want to cancel before the 6 months are up? Well, that'll cost you too, with some consumers reporting that canceling is anything but easy. And if you do manage to cancel, prepare to be charged full price for the first cleaning. Needless to say, HomeGlow might land you in a bigger mess than you started with.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today it's going to be one of those little fun reaction videos that I've been dying to do for a long time, but finally I'm doing it. Because I gathered a bunch of videos that I found while I was trying to find we've been doing these videos about, well, so far we've done one, but we just started doing these videos talking about HomeGlow slash dazzling, whatever, slash handy.com slash, I don't know, what's the other one, Bumblebee, or they just have so many different names. But I think it started as, or at least one of them started as HomeGlow, and then when it started getting a lot of bad reputation, they changed their name, or they changed their website to be called Dazzling, and they're just like the same thing, because even the commercials are like the same. So I found like a bunch of videos. We already made one of them talking about this lady's really bad experience. We kind of like exposed both sides, and then I found this other one that's actually very interesting. And then the next video is gonna be a bunch of compilations of short, little, more smaller videos. I think this is gonna be one video on its own because it's a little longer, not too long, but I just don't want to make like, I think I want to make this just a video on its own, and then the other videos are just going to be a compilation of all of them, just in case this one does not convince you enough that these companies are terrible for anyone. And honestly, I wish they were not, because they seem to have this amazing deal for people. I would tell them like, hey, by all means, go and hire them, get cleaning by them first. Or when I get customers who are just really cheap about how little they want to pay for services, I would totally refer them to these companies so that they can get the cheap clean that they want, because if they want quality, they will go to a nice, good, reputable business that takes an incredible amount of effort like us to be able to offer this level of service. Like, you have no idea. It's like literally getting bread from, I don't know, a factory, for example, versus getting bread from a legit old school baker that just kind of like puts an incredible amount of effort to make sure that his bread is like super bomb, right? So that's kind of like who we are. And you don't see a lot of like good bakers anymore, because they don't make that much money, unfortunately, because people are used to paying like 50 cents for bread versus like $5 that it will cost to get some like good quality bread. So that's why it's important to support quality, support small business people who really care about the product, really care about their brand and their image and their business model. Okay, with no more ado, further ado, let's start with this video.
Just got a $19 3-hour cleaning from HomeGlow on their promotion for new cleanings, and I don't recommend it. It says that they'll do the dishes or load the dishwasher, and we have a dishwasher. It's literally empty. She wasted my time and money doing all of these dishes, and they're not even clean. She cleaned my oven, but she didn't clean the stuff that was on my oven. It says that they cleaned the cupboards, but that did not happen. It also says they cleaned the refrigerator, but that didn't happen either. I don't know how she vacuumed or mopped because this cat carrier didn't move. There's a stain on the floor in front of my couch. It says that they will vacuum your couch, but there's literally like my child stickers everywhere, right? She took out the garbage. It looks like she cleaned the toilet. She says, or on their app, they say they clean the showers, but that obviously didn't happen. She did like sweep, vacuum our hallway, but she didn't move any of the stuff in front of our washing machine when she did so. One kid's room, completely untouched. The other kid's room, also untouched. They are also supposed to take out garbage, but literally, like, didn't get swept, mopped, nothing touched. My bedroom did not get touched. And most importantly, the bathroom did not get touched, which pisses me off the most because I put all of the garbage literally in one pile. Also, I was really hoping for somebody to clean my shower and my toilets, but that did not happen. This is my first experience with them. This is my first time ever actually having somebody clean my house, and I'm super disappointed. I have seen a lot of things about it online where they were hyped up and people were like, oh, use them, use them, use them. And I don't know if I just got like a bad first time cleaner or what, but super pissed off and super upset. This is so unacceptable, and the fact that I'll even post a screenshot, she went over her 3 hours that she was supposed to be here and she literally did fucking nothing in my house. This is the 5th dirty dish we've taken out of our cupboard in like the 20 minutes that we've been home. I just got a $19 3-hour cleaning from Home Glow on their promotion for new.
Okay, so we're gonna have to watch a few of these little parts of this video because there is so much to unleash here. And first of all, I see both sides of the argument here because as a house cleaner myself, I really empathize with the cleaner, and I know exactly what she was put through because I've been in that situation. But I also empathize with the customer herself because I know exactly what customers want, what customers are expecting, what customers need, especially with so much experience in this industry. In my business alone, I've been through all kinds of experiences, but also because I've been a customer myself and I know what it is to be disappointed with a service. And I know how it feels. Like it's one of the reasons why we started this business, because I had a terrible experience with Molly Maid, which I think I mentioned in another video, but if you guys would like that I can talk about my experience with Molly Maid in the future, let me know. But it was just kind of like this feels like, why, understanding that you're paying a certain amount of money and you expect these professional services or professional cleaners to do a better job than you were to do yourself. Not like what, not being left with like, what the hell is this? Like what? Like you didn't really clean it good. Like you didn't really clean, I don't know, the stove really good. You didn't really clean the kitchen really good. Like what did you do? So in that feeling, it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen at all. But one of the 3-hour cleaning. Okay, another thing that I can say in her defense is that when I read through the comments, and I don't know if I should put some of the comments because I did have an argument with her, kind of letting her know, like, okay, in defense of the cleaner, right? Not in defense of HomeGlow, in defense of the cleaner, because HomeGlow is just a platform where you hire things, but these people, the HomeGlow just sends independent contractors, just sends anyone that wants to go and clean a house. They are not responsible for training them. They are not responsible for setting the standard. They're not responsible for nothing, as a matter of fact, just to send you someone who they vetted in their app and who it's available to clean your house, pretty much. And they are doing it at supposedly a deal. When you see any of these ads, and let me try to see if I can find one here, but when you see any of their ads, they say they will clean your entire apartment. They say they will clean it all. They will do your dishes. They will do your laundry. They will even organize your pantry. They will do it all for $19. That's exactly what they say, verbatim.
I'm in my 50s now, and I don't have a lot of energy to clean. This company came in, they did my dishes, they did my laundry, they even cleaned the litter box. You just pick a date, you pick a cleaner, and enjoy a clean house for $19.
I can feel the. We'll do it all for $19. They don't even mention the amount of time. So you're just thinking like, oh, that's a great deal. People, anyone who's naive enough, or you don't even have to be that naive. You just think like, oh, maybe they just want this introduction promo and they want to see how great the company is. And if we like them, we will hire them again. The fact that it says $19, they will do it all for $19, would have, right there you should have been like, that sounds way too good to be true. That sounds like way too good. But anyways, people just think that that's just the promotion to get most people to sign up. Like, the more anybody has $19, so the more people try it out, the more people will be more lenient to try it again. And most companies spend a lot of money on advertising, so why not give people like a free cleaning? However, initial cleanings, and this is the very, very sad truth, which I wish it wasn't truth, but this took me a while to really come into terms, because at the beginning we used to give a lot of very, very cheap cleanings, very, intro specials, promotional cleanings at the beginning, and they will be our biggest regret, a nightmare experience, because it will be us doing the cleaning alone, like us who decided to do this cleaning for very, very cheap, and then we'll end up regretting it, because we would end up pretty much overworking for free, and these people would never be satisfied or happy. Do not tell people you are going to clean their entire house or you're going to include this, and this, because they will hold you down. If that stove is not impeccable, no matter what the condition of it was, if you don't leave it the way it wanted, or if you don't leave every single nook and cranny dusted to perfection, they will like practically murder you online. And that's the problem, that initial cleanings always take the longest, because even homes like mine that I clean every day I clean my house. If I would have never gotten professional cleaning done, my house will have layers of just residue buildup on the areas that I'm not often constantly touching and cleaning, such as like top of cabinets, certain areas or certain corners and bathrooms, certain the nooks and crannies of the toilet, like all these different decor. Like, there's so many things that get dirty in a home, and many times people don't even if you don't know about the service, you don't have experience, you won't know like how little or how much they really are expecting to get clean on the initial cleaning. That's why it's very important to set limits and expectations, because you can go to a house that it's decent looking like mine, but it still requires a thorough cleaning, even though it's clean. It still requires a thorough clean. Or you can go into a house that it's been so dirty that it's been like, I don't know, 5 people and 5 dogs living in the house, and it hasn't been cleaned in like 10 years, and it will take you forever to be done. So it's impossible to say, oh, I'll get your entire house clean for a flat amount, because people will hold you down to that. So you gotta have limitations. You either say, I only include this, and that for under this conditions, on this decision, or I'll only include this many hours, whatever I get done. But you do have to be very clear with the customer. So now with us, when you're working by the hour, yeah, you do say like, hey, we do include this much time, technically whatever we get done, but I don't say it like that. I say more like, okay, that's what we have restrictions. We're like, we do not do initial cleanings for any less than this much. Why? Because at least with this many, like our minimum is 7 man hours. It used to be 6. It used to be 5, 6. We brought it down to up to 7 because we realized that no matter what, 6 was not cutting it close for most homes, like 99% of them. So 7 was more of a sweeter spot to be like, okay, we can at least get to the bathrooms, the kitchen, the floors, and most of the dusting, most of the areas that are noticeably dusted. So we know that at least we can kind of like present, with that amount of time, we can present something that it's decent versus not being able to finish like half the home. Like in this case, for example, she had the person only for 3 hours. Now, when you have one person cleaning, after 3 hours of doing like intense, like cleaning is very physical. So you get more tired than if you were to do just any other job, whether you're, just standing up, taking orders, or being a cashier or whatever. Most jobs are kind of like slower pace. Cleaning is more of a fast pace because you're like doing things nonstop, bending over, standing up, reaching to things. You're like, it's a workout. Doing cleaning is a total workout. So after 3 hours, you're starting to get, if not really tired. By 3.5 hours, it's you're starting to feel it. You need a break. By 4 hours, you're getting pretty exhausted. So having one person for 3 hours, after that, you're not gonna get the same level of, like, if you have one person for 6 hours cleaning a house, you probably wouldn't get the same level of cleaning if you were to have 2 people for 3 hours, because you will have 2 people working at a very, very fast, intense, steady pace versus one person being exhausted the other 3 hours. So that's why it's always better to do these kinds of cleanings with 2 people, because you're cleaning an entire house. It's impossible. Most of us do not clean our entire house all at once. Usually we clean an area of our house. We do 2-hour cleaning here, 2-hour cleaning there, and then we're done. And then tomorrow we'll do another 2-hour clean. Like it's more like we do like little things, like the dishes, and we do the laundry, and we do a little bit of mopping here. And it's very different than when you do it professionally under a certain, systematically and whatnot. So she was told in the comments, like, what do you expect for $20? And she said, like, well, they say that we'll do it all. They said we'll do it all. And she's right. She does have a point. It did say that we'll do it all. But she's not completely guilt-free out of this, because at the beginning of her video, she says, I just got a 3-hour, $19 cleaning. So when she purchased the service, she was completely aware that it was 3 hours. So it doesn't matter what she was paying, she only paid for 3 hours. And because I know this, and you go to the website, you have the option of purchasing. I think they even had sometimes a promotion of like a 2-hour clean for $9 or something. So they have the 2-hour, the $3, and they have 4 hours too for $39. She could have picked 4 hours, but she picked 3 because she wanted to get the cheapest deal possible. So it didn't seem like she really wanted to get a full house cleaning. It was more like she wanted to get the best cleaning deal she could get for that deal, because she really wanted to get the full house cleaning. She would know, okay, like, will 3 hours be enough to get everything? Now, not to be, brutal or anything. I don't want to offend anyone with what I'm about to say, but her house looked very filthy. I mean, I've seen worse. It just seemed like the kind of house that has children, that she just kind of has a hard time keeping up with it. But also, she looks very young, so I'm sure that when I was that age, I would have probably made maybe the same mistakes, because to be able to keep a house that doesn't get that messy, you do need to have a system. For example, you gotta have trash cans in every room, and you gotta be able to keep up with that trash. Like, if our trash, after certain trash cans, we empty them like every 3 days or something like that, and then the other smaller ones like once a week. But you gotta see how often your trash is getting built up, and you gotta throw away your trash. Like, I feel like, based on what I experienced myself, it seems like she just kind of like let the trash get piled up in whatever room, and she said, oh, the cleaners are coming, they can just get it out. Like, that is not okay. Like, if you're not even having the courtesy of keeping up, like the effort of keeping up with your own trash, what else are you not keeping up with? Like, the trash is the bare minimum. Like, when I go to most people's houses, they don't have trash in their floor. Like, they might have very grimy kitchens, a lot of limescale in their bathrooms, a lot of dust everywhere. But one thing for sure they don't have is trash on the floor. So if I was just to go to a house and there's trash and there's clutter and items everywhere, I'd be like, ma'am, I'm probably gonna take 3 hours just picking up after all your children. Like, you should have at least had the courtesy to pick up. But a lot of times these cleaners are afraid of saying this, and it is embarrassing. Many times we don't know how to say this, like, oh, do you want us to pick up? Or like, did you see, but you didn't have this common sense to understand it. It's like, ma'am, it does take time and effort to be picking up after you and your family. Plus, we don't know where things go. So all I can really do is just put everything into a basket, but that is going to take time from the cleaning alone. And so it's just the fact that, just when I tried to tell her this, she was completely not getting it. She did not take any accountability whatsoever. She was all like, oh, my house is not that dirty. I watched this Vanessa Amaro on TikTok, and I follow all her tips, and I'm like, wow, you're not really following her tips really good, do you? Because I don't think, like, leaving your trash and all these clothes and items gathered all over the floor. Like, okay, if that's what you need help with, then it's just the fact that she thought all that was going to be done in 3 hours. Like, that is insane. So, I guess just in her defense, I just want to finish saying that, oh my God, where do I start? Before I consider nitpick how unfair she was being towards a cleaner, and this is something that I feel like a lot of people need to understand when you hire cleaning services, because it will make the difference between you getting a good experience, a good thorough cleaning, and how to also recognize and find a right company, but also understanding why you get these kinds of results or why this happened. So just I want to say, I guess, in her defense, before I go on to talking about everything that went wrong here, she did have a point. She said it was false advertisement. Definitely, it was misleading. It was a complete lie. Like, these ads that they have, they're complete lies, and they're just basically, it's a scam. It's a scam, and I talk about this on our other video if you guys want to check it out, where I reacted to it with my husband. They are basically a form of scam. Definitely a scam, because they just hook people in thinking they're going to get a $19 cleaning, but then what they do is that they lock you up into a contract. You are forced to get at least 2 more cleanings with them, 2 more pricey cleanings with them. So I think, like, it depends. Like, for example, Handy had this thing where, like, the other 2 cleanings have to be at least $150 for a 3-hour cleaning, and you have to get, like, at least 2 more. The point is that you end up spending like $600, $500 to $600 in this, like, 6 months contract. Yeah, like, so the more cleans you will get, the cheaper will be. I think with this other one, Dazzling, whatever, had this thing where you have to sign up for a subscription, and I think the subscription is like $100 a month, and then from there you'll get like a cheaper hourly rate or something like that. But you do have to get a minimum of, like, I think 1 cleaning per month. I don't know, but they make their money off of you. So you'll probably, like, you'll pay they say you get like a $20 rate cleaning, like the discounted rate. You pay the cleaner $60, but then you have to pay the company $100. So the company is making $100 profit. Well, you're only getting a 3-hour cleaning for $60, but you're technically paying $160 for the cleaning, which is insanely ridiculous. We offer the same service. We give you 4 man-hours, 2 cleaners working together. So pretty much you get a shorter cleaning in 2 hours. your entire apartment is clean, maintained. That is our maintenance for our weekly service rate, and it's a great rate. The benefits, like the amount of quality that you get with our company versus this, night and day difference. But anyways, they told her we're gonna clean the whole house, so she just really thought that we're gonna send at least somebody who was gonna do a better job. But now let me go ahead and explain why none of the things that she was expecting happened at all. And one of the things that I argued with her was that, like, come on, like, did you really think all that was gonna be done in 3 hours? And she just kept insisting, well, you know, I can clean it in 3 hours, I'm like, I really recommend that you should actually go and do everything in the list, everything that you expected that cleaner to do, and just really time yourself. Really time yourself. That's what I did. I never make anyone do anything in my house or for any customer without me trying it first. We always do the first cleaners. We set the standard to be like, hey, it took us this long, it needs to take you this long. So we set the standard. We know exactly how long a kitchen should take minimum, and then we know that if it's a thorough cleaning, how long it takes. We have an understanding of like how long these jobs take, but also because we've done them. We don't just expect people to be like, oh wow, you know, how long can it take? Like, well, have you done a thorough cleaning on your kitchen before? Okay, then maybe if you want to know exactly how long it takes, maybe you should do the kitchen clean yourself first, and then you can tell her like, hey, I only want you to focus on this, or I clean it like this, or you can clean it like that as well, and you can only take 2 hours, or you can only take 1 hour. And yeah, anyways, moving on. But it is important to understand that when something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. And also understand is like, when you're being unfair, sometimes, like for example, we not only do this, but in this case, it's not the cleaners. This girl is just trying to make a living, and she signed up to this company thinking maybe she needs a job, who knows? But I'm sure she tried her best, because these are all independent contractors, so they all get rated. They all get rated. If they don't get a good rating, then they don't get hired. So please believe they're trying their very, 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 very best. The problem is the company that you are trusting with your money. That is a problem. Many times we do this to, like, for example, I don't know, people who are in customer care. We yell at people, you know, like, oh, why is my bill? It's like, these people are just workers, for the love of God. Like, it's not their fault that, you know, your refrigerator's not working, or that the light bill came out, you know, or the cell phone bill came out higher, or whatever it is. You know, they're there to help. They're trying to help, trying to do their job, but it's not their fault that this problem is happening to you. So a lot of times we're very unfair to people who are just here doing their job, and we just need to be more mindful and understanding of that. All right, so with no more ado, let's keep going.
Just got a $19 3-hour cleaning from HomeGlow on their promotion for new cleanings, and I don't recommend it. It says that they'll do the dishes or load the dishwasher, and we have a dishwasher. It's literally empty. She wasted my time and money doing all of these dishes, and they're not even clean. She cleaned my oven, but she didn't clean the stuff that was on my oven.
Okay, so it seems right there that she wanted her to wash the dishes and fill up the dishwasher, but the girl just kind of, I guess, washed them by hand and put them on the side. This is one of the things, like, you have a cleaner for the first time, you don't know how she cleans. Like, I don't know, why did she think that she was just going to be a mind reader and do dishes the way you do dishes? Like, when I have somebody, especially doing things such as dishes and laundry, like, that is a very kind of like personal way. Everybody has their own way of doing things, and everybody thinks they have the best system or whatever. I think I have the best system for dishes, but I can make another video for that. But it is important to, you know, you have somebody who doesn't know your house or first time there. It's good to give her guidance, like, hey, you know what, I would like some help with the dishes, although dishes need to be done every day. So I don't understand why people kind of like take advantage that they think that they're gonna have somebody come and clean the house. Like, oh, might as well just, you know, throw the dishes into the deal, right? Like, might as well, what I do, I'm already paying $19. I really think that it's kind of like, just people don't understand, like, that's gonna take extra time. I don't mind doing the dishes for the people, just filling up the dishwasher and whatnot, but it's just kind of one of those things. It's like, well, don't you do your dishes every day? Like, why on the day that we're doing cleaning not doing them? But sometimes it's just like one of those things, like, hey, today I just don't want to do the dishes. I want the cleaners to do the dishes. And as long as we agree on the price, you know, it shouldn't be a problem. But sometimes people think that they can just, that the dishes are not going to take a different amount of time every time they're being done. That's another thing. Like sometimes you have a lot of dishes, you have a little dishes. And also dishes can break, which is another liability. But that's why it's sometimes preferred not to do dishes. But in this case, she wanted dishes done. So she should have told her, hey, I just want you to put them in the dishwasher. Don't waste so much time washing them. Put them in the dishwasher. Just remove all the excess food. Put them here. You know, put the cups right here. Put this right here. And the dishwasher to this place. And then I just want you to make sure to get this, get that. Like, guide her. Guide her. And then come and check on her. Be like, hey, how are you doing? I see it's been an hour. I see it's been an hour. You're still in the kitchen. Are you going to be able to have time? But it's like from the beginning, and I have customers do this to me, where like they just, we got a lot of customers like this. I said, we did promotions at the beginning through Groupon. So all this huge discount did not came out from Groupon. Like this huge discount came out from us. So it was us giving you a free cleaning, a very pretty much free discounted cleaning, a lot of discounted hours, hoping that you would hire us again, not hoping that you will go on and then go on to the next company with the next Groupon. So that is just so rude and unfair, because you are taking money out of our families. You know, you're taking time that we could have spent to with another person who did want it to become a legit recurring customer, who did want it to look for a nice, good company that they can feel comfortable with. So we got a lot of those shady customers, and not only were they shady, they were just using us for the discount, but also they would go and leave us with their extremely dirty homes, because most of these Groupon customers houses were just somehow insanely dirty houses, and they would just leave and then come back when the time was up. You know, when we told them like, hey, our time is up and stuff. And they would just kind of start nitpicking everything we didn't do. And it's like, what do you think that this job is gonna take? Like, your house is really, like, some people are just very unaware of how dirty their homes are, first of all, and how long it takes to clean a home, the dirtier it gets. So the fact that she just kind of like left her and then come back to realize that all the house did not seem clean. And I guarantee you that what this girl did, she went as fast as possible throughout the house. She went and tried to do the dishes really fast, tried to do the kitchen really fast, went to the bathroom and picked up all the stuff on the ground, try to put everything on the side and try to like wipe things down, but she scrubbed nothing. Why? Because she had no time. She probably had like 10 minutes to do one bathroom, 10 minutes to do the other one, 10 minutes to gather all the clutter that she had, 10 minutes, 30 minutes to vacuum and mop. Like, it's times. For example, sometimes I want to do my breakfast, just a quick coffee and a quick egg, and I'm thinking I'm gonna do it in 5 minutes. Next thing you know, 20 minutes go by. 5 minutes is nothing. 5 minutes when you're doing stuff, it feels like it's 10 seconds. That's how it feels. In 20 minutes feels like 5 minutes. So like the most you can do in 1 hour is probably like 3 tasks. Like 20 minutes go flying. And I dare you guys to put timers while when you're getting ready in the morning, or while you're doing some like random chores in the house. Just put a timer and just realize how long it goes by when you're doing just anything at all. Anything at all, you'd be like, what? Like, I literally got up and did 3 steps and like 20 minutes went by. Like, that's how it feels. Like, time goes insanely fast, like insanely fast. So if you think you're gonna get she had 2 bathrooms, 3 beds, it's probably at least 2 bedrooms, but normally it's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathroom home, and she had a good size of kitchen. Like, she really thought all that, and had trash and clutter all over the place. She really thought all that was gonna be done by one person in 3 hours. That is unbelievable. They're so delusional. That is insanely delusional. Like, I don't understand why are people like this. And the crazy part is, like, they're more common than not. Like, more people tend to be like this and have very unrealistic expectations. Doesn't matter how little or how much they pay. we still get a lot of customers like that when we do the initial cleaning. And sometimes I have to take a very long time to explain to people that no, even though they are paying a significant amount of money up front, like usually the rule of thumb is like, if the recurring cleaning is going to be $200, the initial cleaning should be like $400, right? The recurring is going to be like $175 or $160 or whatever. The recurring cleaning should be like $350. But that's the minimum, because we don't know how long their home's been dirty. We don't know how many items they have, how many of those items are dusty, how much residue. Some people cook more than others. If you're a kitchen that cooks a lot, your residue builds up a lot. So there's so many factors when it comes to cleaning. So I bend over backwards trying to really stress to people, be like, look, we're gonna do our best on the initial cleaning. It is more thorough, it is more detailed, but that doesn't mean that we are gonna get through everything, that every single thing is gonna look perfect, because it's our first time cleaning your home. We don't know how much of everything we're gonna get to, because sometimes it just certain residues, certain homes just take a little longer than others. But usually by the second or third cleaning, your home is down to being like perfect and to maintenance level. But sometimes people want to judge us for the very first cleaning, and if we, God forbid, we missed one shelf or we missed one area that, you know, that they noticed, one lamp or something, and it's just kind of like, but look at everything we did, you know, like we did, yeah, we missed, but we're out of time. It's not like we purposely didn't clean that lamp. It's not like we purposely, you know, missed that one corner. We were focused on other areas. We were trying to get this other area right here perfectly clean. And just like anything, just like when you're organizing, you know, shelves in your home or whatever, sometimes it's a work in progress. And the same goes with cleaning. But a lot of people are like, no, this was a lot of money. I spent all this money. You told me it's gonna be thorough, and that's just kind of like, oh man, like I really wish people would be more understanding, more like, why do you think we would not want to do nothing but give you a great experience? Most of the time we even stay longer and they're still not happy. And it's like, ma'am, I know you spend a lot of money. I know. It will hurt me as well to spend that much money at once. But when you divide that amount of money by all the time that you haven't got professional cleaning, it's not really a lot. If you think about it, we spend more money eating out, we spend more money buying coffee, we spend more money on other stupid little ant spendings. But when you add it all up and you spend it all at once in a good professional cleaning, sometimes you expect miracles. Don't expect miracles if your home has been neglected for quite some time. And you have to understand that these people, these human beings, are trying their best to give you the best service possible. They're trying to know you can rate them. They know you're getting, you know, you're probably not gonna call them back if you're not happy. Why would they not wanna make you happy? They are trying their best. I don't know why people think that we're not trying. We are trying our very, very best. Trust me, we are. It's just sometimes it's just not humanly possible to get everything done in a certain amount of time. And also, we can't just stay there overnight and clean until our bodies collapse. So there needs to be an understanding that these services are hard, are complicated, and they're very humble too. So let's be a little more appreciated of the work that these people are doing, which is highly necessary. And if you're being rude or unappreciative of somebody who actually cares and is trying a good job, you're gonna get less people that actually cares for these jobs, and you're gonna get more people that are actually gonna just go and make emails, which most cleaning industries have a lot of people that really don't care about doing a good job. I don't know why she pointed at the stove and saying the oven, but maybe she just got confused, because I was thinking like, where's the oven? But yeah, you see how there was all this residue left over that it was not removed. Like, to me, doesn't look clean. That kind of like burnt stuff on stoves, we remove that on the initial cleaning. At least we remove like 90%, 80 to 90% of that. So the other thing is very important. She left all these greasy grills on top. Like, I would have 100% not cleaned that either. Like, I would have been like, come on, ma'am. Like, you know, like, you need to wash those are it will be dangerous and a liability for me to wash them because they are cast iron, and cast iron can get oxidated, it can get ruined if it's not washed appropriately. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know how to wash cast iron. It's really complicated. I heard that it's not really good to wash it in general, so I don't really mess with that. So I don't know why would she think that a 3-hour cleaning is gonna get all that, and she didn't even specify. Like, she needs to tell them. You need to tell them, like, hey, I want everything you see in the kitchen clean, but you gotta tell them also, like, I don't care how long you take, just clean everything in that kitchen. Whatever you see, clean it. Or just please make sure to clean these cast irons, or don't worry about the cast irons. So those kind of things, like, and also the cleaner, in her defense, the cleaner should have asked, like, ma'am, do you want me to clean this? There's a lot of things that are dirty, but that's the thing when you hire somebody who's not a professional. Somebody who's not a professional does not know what to do in these crucial situations. She doesn't know how to communicate. She doesn't know how to anyone to communicate for her. When it comes to my cleaners, well, first of all, I always have a supervisor manager, somebody who's very experienced in professional cleanings and professional thorough cleanings on the initial cleaning, because they need to be there dealing with any kind of weird situation that arises. But also, even when they're on the recurring services, they have me. If they have a problem, like, hey, like, they left this, or I don't know what to do about this, I call the customer and I'm like, hey, so just wanted to know that, my cleaner was confused about this, and that. So I need to talk. I need to be the middleman. I'm the one that knows how to talk to people. So I'm the one that talks to them, because I can't just expect my cleaners to not only be good cleaners, but also to be like professional people talker, customer service, like all these things. Like, that's too much to ask from people. So that's where you gotta have somebody who's good at customer service, and who are good at just hands-on cleaning and attention to detail. And yeah, this person just probably thought, well, I just do my best, and it's just, this is the thing, she's just a random person that got hired off of whatever, the internet, and just says, like, oh, sure, I clean my house, so I like to clean. I'll do cleaning for $20 an hour, and that's it. And she just showed up at your house with whatever products she thought she may need, and that's it. That is what you're hiring. That is why when you see a deal from a company you don't know, it looks too good to be true, you need to wonder, why is it this big deal? What is this company all about? Is this company going to offer me what I'm actually looking for? But she says, I never got my house cleaned before. That's the thing, because she has no experience with professional cleaning. She has no idea what to expect about professional cleaning. But I would recommend a little bit of common sense. Like, come on, what do you think was going to happen in 3 hours? Like, have you ever cleaned your home? Have you ever realized how long it takes to clean your home? Why didn't you clean with them? Why didn't you watch her and tell her what to do, what not to do? You saw one girl by herself arriving. Like, you just made assumptions. Why didn't you just make questions? Be like, hey, have you been trained for cleaning? Have you done this before? How long do you think my house is going to, do you think you're going to be able to finish my whole house? Like, are you really going to get my entire house clean? And it says 3 hours, but are you really going to get my entire house clean in 3 hours? Like, come on. Like, she knew it was only 3 hours. Like, you need to ask questions.
It says that they cleaned the cupboards, but that did not happen. It also says they cleaned the refrigerator, but that didn't happen either. I don't know how she vacuumed
Mickey Moused it.
because this cat carrier didn't move. There's a stain on the floor in front of my couch. It says that they will vacuum your couch, but there's literally, like, my child's stickers everywhere.
That is so incredibly inconsiderate. Like, I would be really annoyed as a house cleaner to be told to, like, vacuum your couch, but then have to first peel off all these little stickers one by one, as if like you're paying me for an unlimited amount of hours. It's so rude. Plus, no, because I have other appointments to make it. I can't just be here in a crazy amount of hours, not knowing how long will this take, picking up all these items off the floor. That is insane. So, like, come on, people. You have to be better than this. You have to be considerate of your cleaner. You have to understand, like, what is your cleaner here to do? And are you making things easier for her to do exactly that, to help you what is the hardest for you? If you wanted somebody to help you with your stove cleaning, you should have told her, I just need help with this, I'll take care of that. If you refer, you know what, don't worry too much about the stove, just do get all the stains off of the cabinets. Then they should have done that. Or you know what, I just want a full thorough cleaning of the kitchen. Or you know what, I just want the cabinets on the kitchen and the showers and just a touch up on the toilets. Like, you have to tell her what is your main priority so she can do that first. And if she has time left, she can do everything else. But Jesus Christ, the insanity, like what she was asking of her, I don't believe this.
Everywhere, right? She took out the garbage. It looks like she cleaned the toilet. She says, or on their app, they say they clean the showers, but that obviously didn't happen.
She probably did clean the shower. She just didn't scrub it. She probably spray and wipe it down, and that's probably all she did, because she only had, again, 3 hours, and she stayed extra, and she was still not done. This is one of the things, and I don't know if I mentioned, but many times tell the customers, like, if I give you a basic or a standard cleaning on a house that needs a thorough cleaning, it's gonna look like I did nothing. Because when you don't remove all the layers of cleaning, they go through all these layers, like the house, I can pass a towel over an extremely filthy surface, but if I don't remove every single layer of that dirty surface, you won't even tell the difference, because I only removed the first layer, and that's the problem. I need to remove all the other build-up layers, and that is what people don't understand.
She did like sweep, vacuum our hallway, but she didn't move any of the stuff in front of our washing machine when she did so.
Why did she leave all that clothes on the floor? Like, who does that? Like, come on, people. You have to do better than this. Somebody's coming for the first time to clean your house. Hopefully, you guys can have a good relationship so that she can come again. And if you're only planning on using her once, like, at least make them have a good impression of your home. Like, why would you have somebody come to your house and there's stuff everywhere? Like, what is this person going to think of you? Just think of this. Think of these things. Like, what is she going to think that you just don't even pick up anything off the floor? Like, not even your own clothes? Like, she doesn't know where things go. You expect her on top of vacuuming, doing the 1,000 impossible lists you were wanting her to do, to on top of it, pick up all your clothes and knowing where to put it away? Come on, you could have done that. Like, ugh. This is unbelievable.
One kid's room, completely untouched. The other kid's room, also untouched. They are also supposed to take out garbage, but literally, like, didn't get swept, mopped, nothing touched.
She had no time. She had no time, okay? She had no time. Like, people really need to understand that every one thing you ask them to do, every little thing, every trash can they empty, every item they clean, it's time that they require to do all these things.
My bedroom did not get touched. And most importantly, the bathroom did not get touched, which pisses me off the most because I put all of the garbage literally in one pile.
What is all that trash doing on the floor, girl? Please, like, for the love of God. Like, why is there so much trash in your room? Like, seriously, like, why does your room look like a trash can? Trash dumping place is what it looks like. That is terrible home management. Like, you need to work on a system where your house does not get to this point, because if it gets to this point, that you don't just need a housekeeper, you need somebody to help you and work with you to go through all these trouble areas that you're having trouble to keep up with your home. But if you can't keep up with the trash, there is some deeper issues here. Like, you need to talk to your family. This is a group collaboration, so everyone in your family, it's contributing to all this mess. So it shouldn't just be all on you, but the fact that everyone is adding to this mess and nobody cares that the house is dirty, it just shows that it's the whole family issue. Like, everyone in the family, it's on this, throw things everywhere, not clean after yourself, cooking and not cleaning, cooking and not washing pans, and not keeping up with dishes, and not keeping up with laundry, and stuff all over the floor. Like, this is an issue that your entire family has, and you need to be made aware of this, because this is an issue. These patterns, your kids are going to continue. So if you don't realize that there is an issue, and it's not just like not being able to keep up with the house cleaning, but you're not keeping up with anything. You're not keeping up with your dishes. You're not keeping up with your day-to-day things. And she swore to me on the comments that she cleans all the time, that she cleans really good and this and that. And no, like I don't know what to tell her. Like, I feel bad for her because I'm thinking like, wow, she really thinks she cleans good. But I'm telling you, honestly, honest to God, girl, you don't. You need somebody helping you, and you need to hire 2 professional cleaners or a 2 professional organizer to help you be able to target the issues. And if you're definitely not, you should really invest on maybe like a weekly cleaning if you're having a really, really hard time keeping up with all these things.
Also, I was really hoping for somebody to clean my shower.
There's literally marks. There's like all these crayons and marks on the shower. And God knows what else is in there that you can't really see on the camera. But all those crayons are like, I know that they erase and stuff like that, but they don't erase that easy. So, and plus, like, I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't even touch it. Because, again, she only had 3 hours. And probably most of the time went on doing your dishes and picking up your clothes.
And my toilets, but that did not happen. This is my first experience with them. This is my first time ever actually having somebody clean my house, and I'm super disappointed.
I can tell.
I have seen a lot of things about it online where they were hyped up and people were like, oh, use them, use them, use them. And I don't know if I just got like a bad first time cleaner or what.
No, I really think that those people are just literally being either paid. A lot of them are being paid to promote it. I have come across a few videos where they just look like, yeah, it seems more like they were being either encouraged in some way to just promote them, or some people just kind of like wanted to show off, like, oh, I just got like Home Glow. But if these people got anywhere near a good experience, it's because, first of all, they probably had realistic expectations. They knew that these cleaners only had 3 hours, and they knew that there was so much that this, actually, I don't know if I'm saying cleaner, it's always just one person. They know that this cleaner could only get done so much in 3 or 4 hours, and they probably didn't expect much of the cleaner. They just kind of like were happy with whatever they were able to contribute and help them out with. Versus you, that you had an insane realistic expectation. Yes, the commercial does say we'll get your entire apartment clean, but I mean, come on. Since when have we ever not seen, misleading commercials or overselling them or selling more than what they're really doing? But when you purchase the cleaning, you did purchase 3 hours, and you picked them because there's multiple options. You picked the 3 hours. You knew it was 3 hours because you mentioned at the beginning of your video. So you knew it was just 3 hours what you were purchasing. So when you made the decision to purchase only 3 hours, you knew that only the service was only gonna last 3 hours. So if you still wanted to believe that in 3 hours an entire house can be clean, well, that is really something that you need to take responsibility over, because that is your lack of common sense and unrealistic assumption. Like, I don't know what to call it. Like, I don't know, like, I'm really bad with time myself. Like, sometimes I think that I can get a lot more done in less time, and that's something that I do relate to. It can happen to really understand or think that there was going to be a lot more done. But come on, an entire house in 3 hours, like, I mean, I can only believe that this comes from somebody who's never cleaned her house. If you never clean your house, then you probably have no idea how long your house cleans it will take. But if you clean your home at least once a week or something, you should know that it does take, each area takes a significant amount of time. Like, I have been sometimes 2 hours just cleaning my kitchen and mopping my main area floor. So I know that it's like, okay, if just my kitchen and my living room alone took me 2 hours, yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be able to go through my entire house in 3 hours. So that I feel like I don't know. That's just, there's a lot of a lot of self-awareness and common sense being definitely missing here. And it's important to, I mean, it's okay, we all make mistakes, but it's important to understand this so you don't go through this negative experiences all the time, because you're gonna get a lot of these bad experiences if you're not a little more aware and also understanding and more, I guess, more empathetic towards people who are providing you with a service and who are at least assume that they're trying their very best. Like, that's why these people probably didn't get the best experience either, but they were definitely not as shocked or surprised when, you know, their entire house didn't get like squeaky clean, because they only wanted to maybe test the waters and try the first 2 hours, see if they would like it. I think in my case, I would have probably, if I would have done one of those deals, I would have probably also done the 3 hours just to see if, you know, if I like who they sent, if I like the experience, if I even see that they're actually good cleaners or something. So that something would have been good, you know, be like, okay, 3 hours, I would ask her right away. I would have tried to have a conversation with this person, try to get to know her. I would have tried to talk to the cleaners or the cleaner that shows up. I would try to try to see if we can understand each other, if she, if we can have a good match, good chemistry, if we're gonna be able to understand each other, so I can request the same person again, instead of just being all like, oh, peasant, do what you must, expect everything to be perfect, I'll be back. Like, that is such an arrogant take, in my opinion, and that is how you're coming across to us cleaners. So I just want to, I know maybe people who my potential customers are not gonna like that that I'm saying this, but that is literally how a lot of us cleaners feel many times. You know, this is how you're coming across to us, and we are humans, we are people, we have feelings, we have dignity, and it's not fair to be treated in this way. So just want to make sure that this can help for more people to understand and be more mindful of how you know, how you're treating other people, especially people who are, you know, servicing you, who are doing these kinds of very humble jobs, very physical, very hard, and they require a lot of attention to detail, and just to be more appreciative of us.
But super pissed off and super upset. This is so unacceptable, and the fact that I'll even post the screenshot, she went over her 3 hours that she was supposed to be here, and she literally did fucking nothing in my house. This is the 5th dirty dish we've taken out of our cupboard in like the 20 minutes that we've been home.
Wow. So she wasn't even home when this cleaner was here, so she was just not like, oh, do as you must, and when I'm back, I expect perfection. Horrible. This is it's just so much entitlement. I just see a lot of entitlement, a lot of arrogance come from her part, and the fact that she's like, she went over her time and literally did effing nothing. Like, that is so disrespectful. Like, that just shows that she has zero empathy for the cleaner, another fellow human, another fellow woman, probably, which is calling her a human being, somebody who's not perfect, has flaws, and who had literally only 3 hours, and she went over them and did not get paid for those extra minutes, but still got zero appreciation for her time and for her efforts. And that's because of the lack of understanding. That's because of this horrible company, horrible, terrible corporations, scammy company that are trying to make money one way or another with these stupid app ideas. They just think they can make everything into an app. They go, oh yeah, like cleaning. Why have like a, you know, brick and mortars and a, you know, some small business owner and all these things? Why call those, you know, stupid little people when you can just, you know, give us, you know, big corporate, and that we do absolutely nothing other than just, you know, match you with somebody in your community, you know. Who cares? Who cares if they know how to clean or not? You know, what matters is that you're going to get a $19 cleaning. Like, it's so insane. It's so ridiculous. And this company, you know, puts these cleaners through these terrible situations, and also gives terrible experience to cleaners. But then at the end of the day, the only person that takes the the worst part of the bargain is literally the cleaner, because I know that the clients, they feel like it's kind of messed up too, because they've been locked into these contracts, but a lot of them have been able to get out of them by disputing it with their bank or by taking out their card. But sometimes it's really, really hard, because they're getting some of them, they're getting harder and harder to remove the cards and file and everything. But the thing is that the cleaner, many times, if the customer complains or something, sometimes they don't get paid for the cleaning. Many times, if they're late, they get charged. They get a $50 charge. They get treated so badly. It blows my mind that some of them are still doing this. Like, it's just kind of like, I want to many times tell them, like, hey, just go and get a job with a regular cleaning company. Like, we would have paid you more, and you wouldn't even have to spend your own gas, buy your supplies, nothing. We'll pay you the same, if not more, and you'll be working for us, and we be doing all the dirty work for you. All you have to do is go and do your job, and we'll tell you exactly what to do. Make sure that you have a good experience while doing the cleaning. But no, because a lot of companies, small companies, treat their cleaners just as bad as well. So it's very important to make sure you hire reputable cleaning companies. Check the reviews, talk to them, make sure that you talk to the owner, see how she treats you over the phone, how she explains, how transparent she is about her pricing. And based on that, you can see, you know what, this sounds like a legit company, or this just sounds like one more cookie cutter cleaning company. So I talk more about this in other videos. I don't want to make this video any longer, but I hope you guys enjoy this video and this give you guys some sort of perspective. Maybe you've been in this similar situation. Maybe you gone through multiple situations like this in different occasions, whether it's not through these apps, but maybe like us, like with Groupon or Thumbtack or something. And if you have a crazy story that you want to share, please leave it on the comments or send us an email, and we'll love to maybe read your story on the channel. And yeah, just create this community where we support each other and we spread awareness about how important it is to take care of your cleaners, to treat them good, and to set the right expectations for these services, so that people don't think that cleaning is just taking out a magic wand and boom, your home is clean. So that's it for now, and I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget, don't forget to please subscribe, as it helps grow the channel. Share and comment and like, and thank you so much for everything. God bless. See you guys in the next one.
Home Glow showed up right on time and did my dishes, my laundry. They even cleaned my windows. I love that you just pick a date, pick a cleaner, and enjoy a spotless house for $19.